Hello, Mike here, and today we are doing a rig rundown. Now, some of you may remember that I did one about a year ago, but since then a lot has happened, and I've got a lot of new followers, and many of you have asked me what some of the specs of my guitars are and what pedals I'm using. And so today we're doing an updated version. I'm going to show you the pedals and some of my most frequent guitars in my videos and my amp. And we're going to start with the guitars. As you can see, I've got a few guitars here. This is not my whole collection, it's about a third. But we're going to go through each one of them. And we start with this one. It's a Telecaster style guitar. I call this the Stratocaster because it has got a red star, black flag sticker. Currently it has a Seymour Duncan Alnico 2 Pro, the humbucker, the slash pickup. In the neck position, it's got a DiMarzio. I don't know the model of it, but it's a rail style version, so it's got a bit of that humbucker sound to it in the bridge. It's got a three-way switch, so I can switch between the pickups, volume and the tone. And this switch acts as a kill switch, so I can toggle on each one of the pickups. This guitar is currently my backup guitar for drop D songs. I don't use it very often, and if I do, it's because something has happened. But in a few of my videos, most notably maybe the solo for Wake Up version, I used this guitar. And it plays really good actually. Now this guitar has seen much use. It was a previous main guitar, but currently for about maybe 1.5 years, it has been my backup guitar for standard 4/4 tuning. It's a custom guitar. I call it the Black Lives Matter guitar. It's got a custom hissing cat graphic by a friend of mine. It's a Mongrel guitar. I had a body custom made. It has a Ibanez neck. It has EMG pickups. It has an Ibanez Edge, the original, the Floyd Rose system. It's got volumes and tones, independent volumes and tones, and a regular style tile switch. And it's wired much like a Explorer guitar. I used this guitar on many of my earlier videos, and it sounds pretty good, but it doesn't sound as good as my main guitar, which we will cover in a short while. Now this guitar, it was really thought to be kind of a soul power style with my own twist on it. Originally it was a black top Stratocaster, which came with a Floyd Rose special system, and it had 2 humbuckers. I changed that out for it's a mirror pickguard made from metal, and it has Fender vintage noiseless neck and middle pickups and a Seymour Duncan hot rail bridge pickup. It has a master volume and a tone for the neck pickup and the bridge pickup, I think. Regular 5-way switch which controls the pickup, which pickup is on. And the tile switch works the same way as the Stratocaster. It's a master tile switch. So I can toggle on each pickup. This guitar looks very good, but I actually don't like it very much. So I'm thinking about maybe not retiring, but maybe selling parts of it and take some parts out and use for a new guitar, which will be a little brother to this. still sound pretty good. This guitar is Ibanez Talman. I think it's 94. Don't know the model. Maybe a TC 630 something. It's very light. It's got 3 lipstick pickups. And I added this toggle switch. It didn't came stock with this one. It's wired much like the Soul Power guitar and the Stratocaster. This guitar I don't use very much. I've used it in a few, when I've covered a few of the Evil Empire videos for the drop G tunes. It sounds very different from my other guitars because of the lipstick pickups, but it has a very special tone which goes extremely well when using another one of my guitars, which I will show you soon. This is one of my secret weapons, which I use when I overdub stuff in both drop B and E style tuning. This guitar is probably the most famous one, not because of me, but because this is the exact same model as Tom Morello's Creamy guitar, which he has used throughout his career. It has a very unique and hideous shape, but it's hideous in a very cool way. I didn't change very much about it. I changed out the bridge pickup for the Fender Vintage Noiseless, and I added a toggle switch, and on this guitar it works like a regular toggle switch. I don't use it very much. It looks cool, but I'm about to have a custom replica made of it, because this guitar is very old and it has a bit of a cheap paint, so the paint comes off very easily, and I don't want anything to happen to it, so I'm going to have a more sturdier version of it made up for me so I can use it, because I really love the looks of it. Currently this guitar is in drop B tuning. Now this guitar is my Fender US Telecaster. It's a 2005. It's almost stock, except for that I swapped out the original pickup, the neck pickup, for a Fender Twisted Telly, which is supposed to be like a Stratocaster neck pickup, but in a Telly neck casing. So it sounds like a Strat. This one has a maple neck, which I think is the way to go when you have a Telecaster. Except for that, it's mostly stock. I have a few stickers, most notably this one, featuring the late Trayvon Martin. And so this guitar is referred to as the Trayvon guitar. And so, finally, we'll come to this one. And this is maybe not the most famous one, but my most frequent one. This is my main guitar for standard tuning, and probably my overall main guitar. This one is always in standard because it has a locking nut and a floating trem, so I can't tune it in any tuning without having to adjust it and set it up over and over, so that's not an option. This guitar was inspired by Tom's Arm the Homeless replica guitar, but it's no exact replica. I was inspired by the look and the shape, and and so we started out with that one, and I had the body custom made for me, but then I adjusted it for some better access for what fit me. And then it came out not very good, so I had to reshape the horn myself with some help from my dad. This guitar shares many similar features as the Black Lives Matter guitar. It has an Ibanez neck. It has a Ibanez Edge Floyd Rose tremolo, EMG pickups, independent volumes, master tone, toggle switch, locking tuners. This guitar is without a doubt the best sounding one. It has a very good acoustic tone. It's very full, and you can feel the resonance when you hit a chord. I use this guitar for many of my newer standard tuning guitar covers, and this is the guitar that I've been using the most for my original music that is upcoming and will be out very soon. And that's the guitar. Now this is my amp and cab combo. This is not my main head. And this is the backup head, but it's the same one. It's a Marshall JCM 800 2205. It's 50 watts with channel switching, though I never use the clean channel. It's a PV cab, which I bought because I wanted 4x12, and it was the cheapest one that I could find used in my hometown. This is the combo that I use in most of my videos, and it's my rehearsal rig.